Yeah, we are back. We're gonna just go over two. I think it's fair. Two
Yeah,
people.
2 people.
Uh, yeah. So GSR Pluto, he's had great pace. In his first start, he proved that he's fast enough, and he put it on pole. I'm telling you right now, he can do a lot of good things, and this is one of his good tracks. GSR Callum is my other guy.
Okay.
Callum won this race on track in ARL,
That's
but
right.
obviously a post-race penalty really affected that. Callum, a safety car helped him. If he gets a safety car with, say, 10 laps to go, could Callum be the guy to get this off of penalties? Now, Axe, who are your two?
My two are going to be the man in P3, Mr. Riles. He said he was practicing hard for this one. I feel like his luck's got to go his way sometime soon. It has to. And my other guy is going to be GSR Hamilton. I was checking chat between qualifying and the race. He said he ran a 104.7, which would have put him close to pole at least until he invalidated his final corner. So I think there's a lot more pace in him than 10th place. We'll see if he can climb up the order as well.
Alrighty, well, I am back. I apologize for that. I was just handing the computer back, if anyone knows,
See,
the last stream.
some rain, question mark? Is that rain?
It might be raining soon. I don't think so. I don't see any right now, but there's 5 lights. We'll have to see in a few minutes' time. The lights are about to go out here in Austria. And we are underway. It's Joe and Luck in the front row. Luck's gonna slide in behind Joe. Callum is getting past Pravi because Pravi had a bad start. Another Max Verstappen star, just like 2019, and he's going far to the back. He's 8th place right now. 3 wide in the back with the Mercedes. Hamilton getting caught up with these guys. I don't think he wants to be in this position right now because this might get him some bad luck. Now, heading to turn 3, let's see from the back because there's going to be a lot of contact, and there is. I believe that's Tanky going over the curve. 3 wide now. And GSR Pluto already up to 5th. Position gained. That was part of Pravi's thing. Pravi's back to 10th. Hamilton, Scotty, they were side by side for a minute. Look at Tanky and Pravi. This is getting close for P9 and P10 here, heading into Sector 3 almost.
Tanky's had a blazing start. He's up 4 positions already. Highest gainer at the highest mover.
Oh, there they go. Oh, wow, that was pretty close. And here goes the Merc down inside. That's Hamilton on Tanky. We can't really see a good angle.
Oh,
Tanky's going to lose it.
Commentators curse. I'm sorry, Tanky.
In front of the field. Oh, man. And Callum did get passed by Pluto. That's for P4. P5 trading spots there as Joe leads the first lap right there. And there he goes. There you go. Joe already leading the first lap.
So, we've had 19 cars make it through.
Oh, it's raining.
Lap 1.
It is raining now. It is officially
I thought
raining.
I spotted it on the grid. I saw a few drops, but now it's getting a little heavier. Does this mean that we're going to have some strategy here?
When I originally saw it, I thought, you know what? It's definitely gonna change the outcome of the race. Squid missing the brakes. But he makes. Oh, he almost ran in the back of Skalek there. That was pretty tight.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to. Pluto.
Everybody's gonna have to lengthen their braking zones, lengthen their throttle application on the exit corners just to make up for that little lack of grip. It's not much, but when you feel it, it hits you hard.
Your audio's included, just to make sure, correct?
Yes, it is.
Just want to make sure. Okay. Either way, yeah, like you said, rain was coming, and we kind of predicted rain. I was originally gonna say that as soon as the stream started again because we saw it was raining. Luck takes over that fastest lap there, and Pravi is pitting. Is it time for inters? I'm gonna see if he's going for inters. It's not raining hard enough.
It's not hard enough yet. No, he must have damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume he does because he was back there in that mess. Yeah. It is.
Oh,
inters.
he has gone inters.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't too shocked. So something we saw in the last.
Hissy has also gone
inters. It was
inters.
raining. Okay. Hissy was one of the first guys to try
Walk
it back
down,
in
run
Britain.
the outside for the lead. Trying it.
Look at this. Into Sector 3, that double left-hander. You can't really set up a good pass here, or good overtake. Beginning part, but not really exit part. And I think that's Hissy.
Hissy's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, no, these inters, no.
Yeah,
That inter's
it's
not even,
looking
the
really
inter's not even
slippy.
the right call. No, I mean, it's not even the right call.
These guys are
Yeah, Joe,
sliding
going
out.
sideways.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that luck. Oh my God. We're just watching cars go through here. Turn 9 or second last corner. It is crazy through here. And that is F1 boy pitting. Is this the right call? You see 4 cars at the front, all within DRS. Something we saw back at Britain, Iron, and you can remember this. Changeable conditions. Started from wet conditions to intermediates to dry at the end. Now, I know we have rain in the area right now. I know it probably won't end this way, but do you think...
No flag.
Bobby, has he spun? Oh, no, that's
No,
a
it's
Williams.
hissy again. On the inters,
Yeah.
they probably just overheated.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? Are we going to see any conditions change through the end of the race? Are we going to see, let's say, a good drive by the end of the race again? With a few laps to go or something like that. Do people try to go for softs, mediums, whatever? I mean, you got to really take it into consideration that if this race does get back dry, how is this going to play out for the drivers? Are any of them in the front going to try to gamble? Is a safety car going to come out? How is this going to go? And you've got to make the right decision at the right time. You know, it's not even... Oh, Utelephant for the lead. Look at this. Luck is going to go down his inside. No, to the outside.
To the outside he goes.
For the race lead.
He's clear before 1. He's made the corner nicely. That's a good move.
Zig Starburst penalty. Hissy getting lapped already. Already the 5th lap of the race is getting lapped. I kind of feel bad, but this is a track where it goes pretty quick. Look at Joe. You sideways. Pluto. Here he goes for third.
Luck's been nudged.
On Riles. There's contact. Nudges him too. And they're side by side for the race lead once again.
Joe's got the DRS, but Luck, his slipstream will be able to go down the inside. He's going to just tuck in behind. Down into the twisty turns in sectors 2 and 3. And then we'll see sector 1 where everybody will get DRS back.
Oh,
Ooh,
Bobby's
around.
been round. And look at them. They're 4 wide up there going through Hissy. Look at this for P6. P7. Look at this.
Oh my goodness,
UK
this is
Fan
not going to end
Hamilton
well.
Hellcat.
There's no way this ends well, right?
Oh my God. They kept it clean so
They-
far, but UK Fan goes a little up the track.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. All
Hissy's-
5, 6 cars
Hissy's in
within
the wall
like
in the
6
back.
tenths. Luck has passed Joe for the lead.
Oh, there it goes. Hamilton's around.
You knew it was going to happen sometime. And there he goes. I think there might be damage. No, there
No
isn't.
damage. He's fortunate
Hissy's
there,
around
but
to
he's
turn-
going to be...
So Pravi? No, yeah, that is Pravi around at turn 3. Jones Fan and Clemson. Yeah, now that train has really broke away. But here we go for the race lead. Luck and Joe back at it again.
More contact.
Hissy's out, and will that cause a safety car? No, it will not, because he's in the pit lane. You see Pluto, he's trying to challenge these guys. He's waiting for a position to where he can make this move at the right time. Look at him, down the inside.
That was close. Anyone makes a
If Luck
mistake
is
here,
able to pull
anybody
this
can
off.
capitalize. It's 4 people within 1.5 seconds, basically.
I was actually going to say this like about 2 or 3 laps ago, but oh, look at Luck sideways. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is getting time for almost intermediate conditions. Look at this through this corner. Look at Joe sideways. Whoa.
He's giving up the lead on that, too. Luck's to the lead.
Yeah, but the thing is, Luck's going to get DRS. Look at this. Joe's a sitting duck now for turn 1. But he's got a slipstream. Look at the wings.
That wing difference must be huge there.
Oh, Pluto almost turned him, I think. Look at him going down the inside. DRS for Pluto. Is he going to make a double overtake? He might have the chance to do so. 3 wide. No, just not yet.
Luck's been double overtaken. Joe goes way deep.
I was actually going to say this 3 laps ago. Now that I say it, expect DRS to be disabled within the next 3 to 5 laps. That's
Yeah.
something I expect. I'm not a weather reporter, but I'm just saying that
It's
expect it to
looking-
because this rain is coming down harder. Look
Luck's
at Luck
forced Joe
and
out.
Joe. He's going to lose 2 positions for this. Callum gets by, and now Riles up to P3.
How about Callum sticking
Now
it with
Pluto's
these guys? Taking the place of his
Down to the
teammate
belt
Hamilton,
drop.
basically.
Oh, Hellcat.
Oh, is
he's
Hellcat
had some
around?
sort of an issue because he has damage.
Oh,
He does have damage.
must have hit somebody into a braking zone.
Oh, look at this. Joe and Callum going side by side. I think
Riles
Riles is pitting.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
time? Look at all
They
of them.
dive
I
behind
think
him,
it's time.
too. They're
I would say another lap or two would be fine. Oh, Joe running in the back of Riles into the pit.
Riles 5 seconds
and
for
Riles
that.
has got a speeding penalty. Yeah, that should probably be taken away. I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
it will be. If he's gonna clip that and peel it, but
For sure.
intermediates we go.
Inter
Who was that in turn 1?
So they're betting on
Someone spun
DRS
in
being
turn 1.
disabled
Probably.
right about
Yeah,
now.
look at that. Look at that. 4th and back to 14th is pitting. Oh my goodness.
A lot of double
They better
stacks
have
gonna
the right
happen.
call. They better know what they're doing, because if they get this wrong, yeah, I won't be surprised. Let's look at Riles compared to Hellcat. Riles is gaining on Hellcat, but it's not by much. It's like, I want to say 4 to 6 tenths a sector it'll be. I don't know. That's what it looks like right now. 4 to 6 tenths a sector.
You've got
What it
a
looks like that
got
they're
a
gaining.
feel
But
for
Smoking
Hellcat.
Ginger stayed out here, so
Yeah, so is Bobby and
interesting.
F1 boy. Oh, Hellcat. Oh, he's in the gravel. He's still on his
look at that.
softs.
Riles is definitely gonna gain now.
There's Pluto. Oh, slide out of the front corner. To the pit lane he goes.
Vivid was right. I didn't even see the chat before the race, but it was gonna rain. Luck and Pluto are in. Is this too late?
Hellcat
Is
should
it
be coming
just
as
right
well.
Time?
I believe it's going to be 1 lap too late. I think Riles is going to
Rather
take
be
over the
1 lap
lead.
too right or 1 lap just too right. Yeah, he is. Stakes by Joe. You tell Elephant. You look what that's pulled.
Hellcat in.
Now
He's
look
got
at
damage
Pluto
as
coming out
well.
of the pits right now. He's right near Riles. Pluto's gonna get this just right.
So Pluto's done enough on that lap. Oh, Johnson's
Jones
out.
is out. There's been a collision with someone. DRS is disabled. VSC. Has that been a collision with Zig or it's been with F1 boy, a collision, and he has no front wing.
No front wing at all, but he has to pit anyway for inters, so... I mean, unfortunate with the, but at least it's not like he's not pitting for no reason.
Nah, look at the rain. It's coming down way harder. Do you expect this to get any dry? I mean, with how it is right now,
Drier?
I'd say yes and no.
Drier, no. I'd go wet conditions maybe at the end.
Mainly more wet, yeah. I'm going to assume more wet. There's no way, you know, it doesn't go more wet.
If I'm correct, these inters will not make it to the end, so
No,
I'm
no.
interested to see if people will pit for a second set of inters or if people will risk it and go for wets. I don't know. We'll see how the
Yeah.
race plays out here.
This is going to get interesting because you have guys who really could lose anything for it, but at the same time you have guys like Bobby who would want to keep that championship lead, and I think he's going to have to at this point. Because if you look at the championship standings here, Austria Incidents already clipped there on the chat. No, if you look at Tier 2 point standings, as 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all really close. Luck does run wide. Yeah, Tier 2 standings, you have Bobby on top, and then excluding myself, you would have Utah Elfman, and then Clemson, Squid, and Scallick. So, there's some guys definitely in this championship fight who, you know, some guy like Pluto or Pravi, if they compete the full season in Tier 2, they're going to have a mistake-free race. I think,
Yeah, they're gonna have to pull
I know that Zig Starburst.
what
Starburst around.
Houndoom almost did. Ooh, Scallick way deep into the hairpin behind Hamilton.
I feel like if we see a safety car, I feel like we're going to see a lot of chaos at that point. But I don't
We've
know.
already
you
seen a lot of
will
chaos,
not-
so I don't know what you want.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have, but I feel like it's going to turn into Germany in 2019 at that point. You know,
I would
on
say.
safety car, who knows what this will look like.
Depends.
by the end of the race.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, actually, Rouse has gained that gap. Look at that.
just a
Gained
little
that
bit.
gap from a lap ago. Continue.
Yellow flag.
Zig Starburst.
Good thing we put him in bright
I
yellow
feel
car.
like that's going to get my head. Yeah. At least you could see it.
But I wanted to
think there was
mention.
someone else
What
who
was I
got
gonna mention?
zealous.
What was I gonna mention? I can't remember now. Oh yeah. How about Scotty in 6th? Where is he from? I don't. He's just best of the
Yeah, how about
rest
Squid, though?
technically. Squid as
Yeah,
well.
I'd say
Yeah, up
best
to
of the rest.
8th. best
say
of
there's
quote
really
rest.
like
There's no real.
Yeah, oh, look at this. Luck and Riles going wheel to wheel. Riles has to go the long way around. Is this going to work out in the end? They're giving each other room right now. They're banging wheels almost.
Still side by
They're
side.
keeping it side by side.
And Riles just ahead. Stays ahead.
No DRS anymore. So, oh, Luck sideways again. And those two battling. Look at how much time it's lost for them compared to GSR Paludo.
Yeah, they lost almost a second on this lap alone. I think more than a second now.
What's crazy is back in ARL, you have Pluto, who's been second to Riles before in Germany. And now you're going to have, maybe by the end of this, who knows what it'll look like as a Williams is spun. Maybe by the end of this, you might have
Pluto
Riles be second to Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have it be like that, so definitely going to be weird at that point. Pravi has spun again. I don't think he might cause a safety car unless he keeps spinning, but he's definitely... I don't know what's going on wrong with him. He definitely has an issue for sure. Oh, well, he's kind of drifted it right there. Oh, he's... Oh, reset him.
Oh, what
Okay,
the?
then.
Interesting.
I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm seeing.
Oh, he's out.
That is... Yeah, that is quite interesting. Retired from the pit lane or just hit the pit lane
No,
wall?
he hit the pit lane wall.
Okay.
You know, the casual.
Fair enough, I guess. Well,
I know
mean,
he uses
like
no
I said,
traction control, so it was probably difficult
Yeah.
in the rain.
Yeah. Because even with the guys like Joseph and Scotty and those guys who run really no ABS and no traction, I think this might be their first time with it in the rain. Unless you got last week, which they did have last week, but still, if they're doing a good job with that in the rain, I give it up to them. Should have grabbed the kazoo that time, you know.
No,
for
please.
Names, but
I'm okay.
No, I mean, constructor standings with the way it looks, Red Bull still ahead of Racing Point and Haas right now with the running order. It's fifth and 8th for Red Bull. No really on-track battles right now, but you've got a lot of these guys who have 5-lap old inters and then others on 4 laps or 3 laps, and then you got a few on like 6 or 1. So the question I'm really wondering is it going to stay with how it's raining, or is it going to rain even harder by the end of the race? Who's going to go to wets first? And how much of an advantage is that going to pull for them? Because you've got to try something opposite to lose. Because if you're Riles, you're not really going to gain on him right now. And I don't mean to say that because, oh, he's slow. I'm not saying it
it's
like
kind
that.
of
I'm
even
just saying,
between the two.
You know, yeah, you're not really going to gain anything. Stops safety car as Hellcat. Let's get a penalty.
No, because I don't think Riles tries anything here because he needs points and he's going to have to get whatever he can grab here. So long as he stays up in that top 5. Obviously, he's not having a great season at the moment.
No, especially after France, what happened there. Riles only has 10 points in the season, and he's only scored points, I want to say twice. That was Britain and Canada, which were his first
I'd
races
expect
scoring points.
maybe Scotty, Matt, and Squid, 6, 7, 8, maybe to try something different, close that gap to the guys in front in the top 5. See if they can do much, because most of those guys don't have too much to lose here, because Scotty and Matt haven't completed all the races. Scotty, this is only his 2nd race, DNF'd last time out, so, you know, this is an opportunity to try and snag a win if you can.
You could say the same thing about GSR Luck, because if I'm correct, GSR Luck actually doesn't have many points this season, actually. Yeah, GSR Luck only has 1 point this season. It's not been the best season for Luck, but, I mean, look at that. He's running on podium right now. I mean, you would think that's a good enough result, but if I were Luck, I would try to push for something more, but I don't want to push for too much. Hellcat is out.
Speaking of push for too much,
something near his Ferrari. It's Hellcat retiring.
Oh no, he's retired manually.
Yeah, so I don't expect a safety car at this point unless you're gonna get later in the race and something crazy happen. I mean, we haven't had much chaos. We've had
the last 2
drivers
races here, we've had safety cars within the last 6 or so laps, so anything's possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that it's possible, but for a safety car right now, no. When the conditions, I want to say, yeah, it definitely is. But there is still some sun out there, so does that mean It gets more cloudier. It gets more dry with it not being as cloudy later on. What does that do? What does that
Not
really
sure.
show a sign of? Because at the same time, you see Sector 2 here, it's very, very cloudy, but into Sector 1, it's actually not that bad. Well, you gotta also think about if you tell Mr. Joe, because you're 38 point. You got 38 points right now. You're 35 points behind Bobby.
Bobby's not scoring today at the moment.
Yeah, with the way it looks, he's not scoring today. Unless a safety car happens, penalties change things. You tell Elephant Joe has to get by these guys. He's only going to score 10 points. He's going to be 25 behind, which to me, that doesn't show much. Whoa, sideways. That doesn't show much. If you're just 10 points, gaining in this race, you need to push for more because you want to make the most of your opportunities with only 12, 14 races in the season, something like that. You want to make the most of your opportunities because if you can't really sit back now, and because Bobby's had the chance to score more points. He's been here longer, and he's not been inconsistent. He's been very consistent this season, but this is his own race where he's really been outside the points.
Yeah, this is one we haven't seen in a while. As he's making the move for 11, trying to get into the points. And he goes up the inside of Skellick into 1. And Hamilton on the back of Clemson.
Yeah, I was just going to mention sitting 7th in the standings, but you have the pace, you have the chance, you can do this championship, you can get it. But you really need to push here. You can't just sit content in 6th. You're already going to lose points if Bobby gets up to you. I mean, you've got to really get by these guys. You've got to really bet on a safety car, but at the same time, that could also help people like Bobby here. That could also help people or hurt people like Joe. I've been in a league race here, CRL, where I've had a safety car late in the race. It honestly helped me get up to 3rd, but I had a post-race penalty for an incident with someone, so that changes it. If you get a penalty for something that happened in qualifying, so say something like Zig or Squid happens right there, again with someone else, obviously you get a post-race penalty, that puts you down the order if it was a safety car late in the race. You might go from, say, 2nd to 8th because there were so many cars within 5 or 10 seconds. That's obviously going to play a factor. You've got to drive clean and do whatever you can in these races just to maximize what your chances are for the championship. I'm looking at the Tier 2 schedule now. There's 12 races this season. After this race, there's 7 races left. You have to get all you can this season, because think about it. You have tough tracks in this calendar. You have Monaco, Azerbaijan, Abu Dhabi, Belgium. I mean, obviously Monaco, we don't know what that could do. We've already took it off the Tier 3 calendar as of right now, if I'm correct.
Correct,
but it could change for Tier 2. I think that's Zig around. And that's like repeating myself. Zig is around.
He's reversing again. This time he's ghosted.
Well, Squid, I think, was glad to just pass him there. No, not have any incident.
Yeah. I'd like to mention, right now, we have a very interesting train going on. Right now, Bobby, he is 10 seconds back from Hamilton, but he is catching Hamilton. Meanwhile, Hamilton has caught to Clemson. Clemson was catching Squid, who is now just past UK Fan, and Squid was faster than Scotty. So it's kind of this little train happening, and we could see.
Pit entry.
Oh, we could see a interesting turn out here.
Alrighty then. Well, I want to focus on the battles instead because, like I said, Scotty, is losing time now, and he's not really going to gain much. Squid, I think, is in the back of him there. That whether you got very close or didn't touch him, or just barely got in the back of him, because now you're setting yourself up here for a 5-car train. It looks like, if UK Fan can catch up. And if it stays the way it is, we have 3 guys get in the podium for the first time. You have 4 guys actually get their best GSR finish. The top 4 right now.
Yeah.
4 guys get their best GSR finish. This race, you could say it's not as chaotic as like a Germany 2019 or Brazil ending, but you've really had
a mix-up.
Things mix up.
Yeah.
Yeah, than regular GSR. Pluto made his first start today, and look what he's doing. He's leading the race right now. Riles, he's having some good luck. Riles was going to be in contention to be on the podium in France. That was taken away. Canada, he was going to be in contention to get on the podium. That was taken away. Britain, he had a chance for a top 5. That was also taken away. So Hamilton and Clemson, These two have history from Australia last season. Clemson around the outside. That might be an illegal overtake. That might be.
An illegal overtaking, at least a warning.
Yep, it is. It is. It is. He's definitely letting it by now. There's no way Hamilton was that fast on the straight.
Especially not without DRS. Oh, side.
No, because there were so many people who've had stuff happen this season who are running really in the top 10.
Clemson might dive it down.
Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Oh, contact again. F1 boys picked up a penalty, and now these guys 9th and 10th losing time to the train. But look at Bobby gaining time on them.
Yeah, Hamilton's experiencing some big lag right now. Hopefully that fixes itself.
I don't know if it's Codemasters, the lobby, internet, whatever it is. I don't know.
Not sure.
Yeah, Zig's, I think, 3 laps down? 2 laps down, okay. Well, just wanted to make sure there. That's all I wanted to do. Fastest lap right now is a 108.2 from Luck. I don't think they'll be beaten because I was in the dry conditions, so... Unless it gets dry, which I don't really see it getting dry. I see it being the same for the next 10, 16 laps. I mean, looks the way it is. Well,
I don't think these conditions are going to change too much either.
Yeah, no, I don't see it happening. Zig spun again. Zig's had a really tough race. While just going through the DRS zone.
I've just been watching the gap between the top two. Riles pulled it in to about 3 seconds, but now it's expanded back out to 4.3. So these tires are probably wearing out for both of them, and I think Pluto's just handling it a tiny bit better. Out in the lead.
Something I also want to mention is Luck may have lost time to Riles, but think about it. These guys have to pit again. I think
these guys will have to pit again, yeah.
With the way it goes, at the same time, the last 2 races have had a late safety car. Russia had a safety car with, I want to say, 10, 12 to go, right? I mean, around there.
Somewhere around there,
yeah. Yeah, at this point, I'll be honest with you, I would stay out as long as you can because bet on a late safety car. I mean, it would be dumb to do so because of the tire length.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanted to run a pit right when it comes out, or rather just pit as soon as it comes out. That's the way it goes. You don't want to lose time from it. And
if I am
a lot of wing here.
If I'm currently Riles sitting in 2nd place, not exactly closing the gap, not exactly losing much to Pluto here, I pit now.
Yeah, I see where you're going at. I mean,
because they've done 13.
Zig is on softs.
I don't know why Zig is on softs, but
maybe he ran out of inners. Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I would not either. The meme at tier 3 there, GSR,
yeah,
going on softs there. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna watch him for a minute, see how this goes.
The fact that car is still in a straight line is insane.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, yeah, it isn't too bad, but watch till you get to turn 3 here.
And here it goes.
Yep, here you go. Yep. Gonna spin right here. Watch. Oh, yep. There you go. Almost. Yep. There you go. He's gonna get 10-second here for going wide. Nope, he isn't.
He's kept it.
Would do that, but there he goes. Oh, I think that's out. Will this be a safety car? Oh boy, this might be a safety car.
On the middle of the track. This might be a safety car. Yeah.
It really is. It is. VSC though. Is this your time to go to inners or wets? What do you do? Because look at how hard it's raining now.
I stay inners.
Is this your time?
I stay inners.
I really just, like I said, I bet on that late safety car. I don't wanna have you mess up the strategy just to do something stupid. I don't want you to do that. There's, you know, I think we're lucky a VSC came out there because I thought a safety car.
Yeah, I thought too. Am I? I don't know.
I'm gonna watch Pluto and Riles here.
What's it called? I don't even know if this VSC will stay out before they get to the pit lane.
Well, F1 Boy's trying something. He might be listening to the stream. I don't know what he's doing, but...
Well, he's got race engineer Vivid with him. See what he does.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Tanky also pitting too. Tanky might try something interesting. We saw Tanky do that last week.
Stays inters.
There's another pair of inners.
New inters.
And Tanky, what is he going to do?
Probably the same.
VSC ending. Yes, staying in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's smart enough now. I mean, when you're behind another car, you can't really see, and I couldn't really tell if it was enough for wets, but Riles lost a lot of time under that safety car to Pluto, and I think Lux gained a lot too from that. Look at that, a whole second.
I think Riles has been caught napping under.
Oh, look at this,
exit.
P6 on back. This is a great battle, a 5-car train. You would not expect this in wet conditions. Actually intermediates, but same thing. You know, it is raining, so it is wet. So obviously,
Genius.
it is the same thing.
Oh,
Hamilton's missed the braking point. Down the inside.
He's gonna
on
make
UK
an
fan.
opportunistic move.
Looked a little bit like Verstappen and Leclerc, just a little repeat, and they're side by side.
He's got him.
Oh, but UK fan running in the back of him. Oh, I don't think Hamilton would be too happy with that. Yeah.
He's got two.
Oh, Hamilton
no.
back into Clemson. Clemson's. I don't think he's gonna be happy about that either. There was. I don't know what. I think Hamilton is damaged. Incorrect.
Hamilton does not have damage.
No, surprisingly.
Oh, Riles pits.
Oh,
Riles pits.
oh, yeah. Look at this.
Luck also.
Is this wets or inners? What's this gonna do?
Callum
I mean, it's,
follows.
obviously, right now it looks it's borderline between inners and wets. It looks close.
Everybody stays inters.
But yeah, look at this. A lot of people pit.
Actually, no. Callum goes wets.
Oh, wets. Yeah, like I said, I knew someone was gonna do it. It looked just right enough. I mean, think about it. If it continues raining like this, in about 3 to 5 laps, it might get enough for just wet conditions. I'm thinking this might pay off, you know, with how it might go in the next 5 laps. If it continues raining like as hard as it is, it's definitely going to go to wet conditions. Look at this right now.
I think Riles is going to need the lap of his life here.
Oh, look at this. Luck is not near anyone pretty right now because look at this. Hamilton and Bobby going side by side and there's a collision. Bobby into a
damage
wall.
off Bobby.
And Riles has to get by here because Riles cannot be stuck behind these guys if he wants a chance to get back at Luck because Riles is actually behind Luck now.
Riles had the 5-second that he had to serve.
Yeah, it's definitely enough for wet conditions right now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Is Callum gaining?
Clemson. Yeah, I don't know if he's gaining, but it's definitely going to be enough in the next 2 to 3 laps. This might have been bold, but just right.
It may have just worked out for Callum. We'll see if he gains on anybody. But
you know, it's not really gaining right now, but in the next 2 to 3 laps, like I said, I'm going to assume this is going to gain him. You know,
Pluto stays
this track
out.
is getting wet enough.
Joe goes wets. So 2 cars on wets here.
Joe, like I said, he has something to gamble here. He's second in the championship. You know, with 7 races left after today, he has to try something. He won the last race. He has to try something. There's no way he doesn't, you know, at least try something. And look at this. Hamilton's in wets too.
Hamilton to wets as well.
And he's actually staying content with Bobby right now. Yeah, look at this from Bobby and Riles is on board. It's raining much harder. And you know what I'm gonna say right now, Pluto has to go wets at this point. Is he pitting this time?
I don't know, Ryan. Callum's still not gaining.
It seems like some part of the sector 1 he gains, but then sector 2 it just like he loses the time. Yeah, does Pluto go even wets right now? What is the strategy call gonna do? Do we see late safety car like we saw the past 2 weeks?
He will stay inters.
You know, like I said, anything right now is it's a bold strategy. It's something that rather is gonna pay off really well, or it's something that's just not gonna pay off at all. Clemson pits.
So we have just 4 cars left that still have to pit.
Yeah, I want to mention something that Pravi said in chat. Damn, one strategy ruined my entire race. Yeah, I mean, you could see with Callum and them going to wets. Is that even the right strategy? You know, I question it, but at the same time, I like it because it's something different. It may pay off later on.
I just don't think it is ever going to pay off because those wets will overheat. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get it cooled down in time. Still losing time.
Well, again, bet on a late safety car. You never know what could happen in these GSR races. You've seen the past few ones. There's been a late safety car. Tier 1 actually had a 10-lap safety car. Restart with 10 to go.
Yellow
You saw it
flag.
with Tier 3.
And it's
Who
Tanky
is
letting
this?
people by.
Okay, Smoking Ginger pits for inners. We see 4 people in wets. You know, Bobby is running in the points right now. Is this what's going to get Bobby points right now? Because Bobby's gap from 6 to back there
Squid and
is
Scotty dive it down.
Yeah. It's close. Luck, like I said, could he get his best GSR? It's going to want to peel that penalty. Rouse is...
Rouse would be
Field
able to
penalty
get
before
5 seconds
GSR
off
and
his
got podium.
race time. Total
Yes.
race time here,
And he-
so...
Actually, with him getting the penalty removed in Abu Dhabi at last season's finale,
Scotty and
that
Squid
actually
go
kept him on
wets.
the podium.
Bobby goes wets
Everyone
as well.
goes wet who pitted.
So it's top
Oh,
3
boy.
versus the rest of the top 10.
Yeah, this is really good. They're going to pay off. This is really going to be really bad for them. Like I said. Like I said, it looks time for wets, but, like, is it going to be
Just
the right
doesn't look
strategy
like
with
they're
tire
gaining
length?
in anybody.
Yeah, I know. Like, the conditions, it looks time for wets, like I said, but it just...
Yeah.
And I talked to Riles, too, about last week. He said he cannot drive in the wet. He hates the wet. So, obviously, for him just to be running third, I think that's an accomplishment right now.
Tanky's-
Yellow flag, or blue flag.
That's a questionable one. He's ghosted.
Yeah, that's true. You got the, I guess, the wet condition finest. You got Tanky right there. Last week, he pulled up a 6th place finish last week, though. I did predict him. I talked with you, Axe, before the race. I did predict him to pull off a good finish like that again,
Yeah.
but doesn't look like it right now at 15th. Like I said, some type of wet conditions, obviously, you could easily pull it off. He definitely pulled the strategy off too last week. So my question is, who's gonna get the advantage? Who's gonna get the disadvantage? Number 1 UK fan has passed Bobby. He's up to 10th. This gets Bobby out of the points. If anybody gets helped by this is Joe, because Joe is currently ranked for P4 as he comes on Callum now. To the left side. Is it just enough? I don't know.
Gonna go down around the outside. Callum
Now,
stays
force it a
ahead
long way
for the
around.
minute.
Whoa.
Still side by side. Oh my goodness. Down the straight.
Yeah, we saw Riles though. He did speed it into the pits because of Scotty, I believe it was. So I think
See
we're
if that
comparing
gets
to right now,
appealed.
that'll be removed.
Yeah,
that
pretty
probably
much.
should, 'cause
As long as he
like we
clipped
said,
it, yeah.
it should. Yeah. Like just like with Bama stuff, that was appealed either
Correct,
way.
yeah.
It was off a stream. So we had said already that's easy to appeal. That should be appealed, and that's what should happen.
So-
Yeah, look at this. Riles within a second of Luck.
Yeah, he's back to luck. Currently, if we take off the penalty, he's 4.5 off of Pluto still.
Yeah, now that I look at it, it's actually 5.3, but
But he's got to
now he-
pass luck
now
now.
he's losing time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to do that if he wants to have maybe somewhat of a chance at him.
Yellow
And
flag.
it's yellow flag. It's Tanky.
Tanky's off, and he's spun
I
it
don't think
by
this
the pit
causes a safety
lane.
car, but hey, I mean, you never know what could happen.
There's
He's
not.
reversing. Will he disqualify for this? I don't know, because the game
Trying to get in
is
the pit
pretty
road,
stupid
I
with
think.
that. Yep. I don't blame him. Callum, oh, Utah Elephant back at it again for P4. As they head into turn 4 now, Callum's going to go to the left side. Joe protecting right now. This might get ugly. Thank you. I know, yeah, you definitely have a bigger table. Oh, Callum is off, and I don't know what happened there. Did you catch that, Axe?
Him and Joe have spun. Both, I think they've made contact into, what is it, turn 4? I think they made contact there.
And Utah Elephant's back to 10th now. This is not good. He has damage.
He's damaged.
Well,
He's
his
gonna
chance
have
of
to pit
catching
for that.
Bobby and the championship might be hurt right here.
If I'm him, I go enters. To be honest, I think they're still faster. UK fan is closing the gap fast to the guys in front.
X, I think
Yes.
you're wrong. Scotty's starting to gain here on Riles.
Is he
Staying
now?
even with them on wets.
So
and
it
inners.
could just be transitioning now, but 6 to go. I don't know.
Yeah, late safety car. I would go wets right now. You don't know what could happen. You just
See.
don't know.
But
No one's really close enough. I don't see a late
UK
safety car coming
fan,
out.
he's
But
spun it
no,
around his
no,
Bobby.
there might be right now. Look at these two. Oh, they're gonna wreck it again? I don't know. UK fan getting the rear of him.
UK had spun off the exit of one and
We're gonna
slammed
watch
into
Move
Bobby.
back at this. What's gonna happen?
Both have
No, it doesn't
major
make him move back at
damage.
this.
Joe goes into.
Oh, he wrecks Bobby back. Look at that. Goes around in the hairpin. He hit Bobby back, and that is retaliation at its finest. I gotta say that looked on purpose. I'm just gonna assume it's retaliation, but at the same time,
I'm not sure if Bobby hit him
into
into turn one
it looked
or
like he's,
what happened, but
yeah, it looked well because Bobby stayed connected with him, and it looked like UK fan. He maybe sped it up to try to get going, or he may have just sped it up just to hit him. I don't know. I don't want to try to assume anything, but I said I did.
I hope we get a clip from Bobby and UK fans' point of views if possible. But we'll see.
Well, P2 is close between Luck and Riles. Look at these two.
Riles still
It's
just
going
behind.
back and forth. F1 boy penalty. Well, GSR Tier 3 tomorrow. I'll be streaming that. GSR Tier 1. Oh, Riles in the back of Luck and around. His luck is out.
It's a good
That
pun.
is his luck. Gone. Well, I mean, I'm not wrong. I mean, that might be his chance there at P3. Probably gone. I'm going to assume it is.
Yeah, he's got
Okay,
wing
fan
damage
Bobby
from that
Dupit.
now.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, but it is getting sunny in that part of the track. Okay. It's weird.
It's a little bit too late now, I'd say.
It definitely is. No, it definitely is. Way late. Does Riles pit, or does he try to stay out for the rest of the race? That could have easily caused the VSC, I want to say, but Riles is not pitting, and that's a good thing, I want to say, because of...
He's got to try and stick it out. He's got to get
5
within
seconds.
that 5-second window again. Try to at least get in the 5-second window of Luck in front.
Well, Clemson and Squid are pretty close for P5.
Correct. With Scotty just ahead in fourth.
Well, Squid is sideways there off of turn 1, and Clemson's going to come back at it here. Look at these two, P5, P6, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo. Red Bull leads the constructors, but with Utah Elephant's bad day, this could honestly help if Squid keeps this position. Side by side still for P5 again. These guys are losing time to Scotty. They need to gain.
Well, Clemson's
think
trying to
Clemson is
secure
fine now.
that 4-5, and he's gotten by Squid. He will try to track down Scotty in these closing laps.
I don't think GSR Pluto has any penalties or many penalties at all. Let me just check just in case. Yeah, Pluto has literally nothing.
One
Literally
warning.
nothing. No, it's clean for me.
Luck,
nothing.
nothing. Riles, nothing.
5 seconds with the 2 warnings.
Scotty has...
Scotty, 2 warnings. Clemson, 1
been a very
warning. Yeah,
clean
not many
race.
penalties.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
this has
hard to
been
get
good.
penalties
Surprisingly,
because
this is a low one.
it's a little bit slower out on track, obviously. So it's easier to make sure you get the cornering right, usually. Hamilton has a penalty, though. In 7th.
I know Riles has damage, but Scotty and the wets is gaining on him. Obviously, that is probably playing a factor, and probably
Or both
life
at
through
once,
tires.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a late safety car coming out now. I mean, that streak of 2 safety cars being out late in the race does end, so
Yeah.
that really sucks at the same time, because we loved seeing those late safety cars at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't think the drivers did, to be honest. But we have a 3-car battle for 10th. That's for the final point of the race.
And look at this, 2 championship contenders, Bobby and Joe. Look at this, they're gonna go up the racetrack, and Joe goes wide. There goes UK fan by, and Bobby challenging him now. Not really seeing this angle much of the race. Oh, that's F1 boy out, and will this cause a safety
Joe
car?
running
I don't think
outside.
so.
Nothing doing.
No, I don't.
Bobby's
see safety car
gone
coming
down
out,
the
no.
inside of, actually, in that whole exchange.
And UK fan running in the back of him again, running in the back of someone else. And here comes Utah Elephant back at it for P11. They're side by side. They keep it clean. Joe gets ahead. And now UK fan back up the inside.
Yeah, these wets are definitely better at this point in time. You could just see the grip that Joe does not have compared to the other two.
Yeah, and especially with the low ERS and low fuel. UK fan really saved up a lot of ERS. Look at him sideways.
This is for one
Well,
final point in the race. Who is going to grab this one? Just 2 to go.
I gotta say though, even Tanky gets penalty. I'm gonna say Pluto's performance. I think he's led almost every lap.
Almost every lap, yeah.
Came back from P6, and he was one of my ones to watch. Luck wasn't any one of ours to watch. Rouse was yours, and I think it was Callum mine, but didn't go too well for him.
And I had Hamilton, didn't go much better for him either, so.
Well, now I'm looking at it. Scotty's gaining on Riles a ton. Look at this. This might play out with the 5 seconds. If Riles gets a penalty, he still has that 3 seconds. Riles has 2
Riles
warnings.
can't afford a penalty, yeah.
Scotty has 2 warnings also, so it plays a little bit different with those two.
It's going to be who strikes first, or do neither of them chicken out.
Well, like you said, Hamilton had a penalty.
Hamilton does have a penalty, yes.
Get 6th. He's trying to challenge for 6th. You know, maybe he's trying to help his teammate out to maybe get up there if that anything happens. I mean, obviously you'd want to help your teammate and the constructors too, but you'd also want to help yourself. Because at that point in the season, when you're late in the season, you're battling for a championship. Constructors, drivers, you want to be a little bit selfish in that way. But I think it's the final lap this time for Pluto. He's coming around the second to last corner. Now the last corner.
Yep.
And he has Tanky right behind him. It is the final lap for GSR Pluto. GSR runs 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 and not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clemson's okay. Yeah, good. That's right. Top 5. So impressive by the GSR esports team. Riles, you know what? He does have the 5 seconds. This might actually help him. So I want to see he's trying to save 2 seconds.
Close enough.
Let's see.
Well, no, Scotty would have to pass
5
him.
seconds being removed.
Scotty would have to pass him
yeah.
and clear him by 2 seconds. That is what he has to do. Will he get close?
I'll let you guys go, because he has a lap car. Tanky goes wide, but it's Clemson is gaining on Scotty for P4. Scotty trying everything he can to get to Riles. You know, in Alpha Racing League, there's preseason tomorrow. Pluto, Tier 2. A few guys in here. A lot of guys in here, Tier 2. They have a lot of chances to do a lot in the season. Tier 1, Iron U Tier 1.
Correct.
For preseason. That's this weekend.
Yep.
Well, Pluto
sure
in Tier 2
too.
and ARL. I gotta tell you right now, this guy has came second so many times. He's won on track this time. At least last time he won on track. This time he's gonna win on track. Pluto for GSR. He does it. He is a first-time winner and the 5th diff winner from the season.
Yep.
GSR Luck coming to the final corner now.
This is gonna be
GSR Luck, an
insane
amazing
performance.
podium. It's gotta be one of his best drives as you see parts of the
Hamilton,
tracks.
another 3
The sun
seconds.
is still out.
Riles
Right now, Scotty, Riles will
should
get
still
P3
have
because of
P3.
it. Yeah. We see that.
So he'll
Callum
hold
spun
on.
it. Callum, if he can keep up, he's gonna keep up ahead of Scalic. He's way far ahead. Callum did crash, so.
Callum
I think
did,
he
yeah.
maybe could have beat Hamilton. It depends.
But for the final point, I
obviously.
think Bobby's just gonna take it unless he's got more penalties. I haven't checked that at all.
Well, I mean, UK fan could be handed a penalty after the race, just in case
He
Bobby
could
does
be,
have
yes.
penalties because of the Hamilton, or not Hamilton, Bobby and Utah Uff and stuff, I believe. Whoever it
Yeah.
was. I forgot who it was.
But
It did, I'm not saying it was. I know I said it at the time, but it doesn't really. It looks, but
he
doesn't
does
look
get ahead by
intentional.
7
the way it was.
seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to
So-
see what that does do. But right now, Bobby with no points, as Utah Elephant also had a bad day. So the championship changes once again.
Clemson had a good day. He's probably gonna get closer.
Yeah, that's right. He
to
was 3rd or
taking-
4th. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But right now it's all about Pluto. Domination. Almost start to finish. Once he got to the lead, he never looked back. I think he kept the lead since he took it, yeah.
Yeah, he has. Unless it was pit stops. That's the only thing I could think of that he... Actually, no, he was kept the lead during pit stops, actually, now that I think about it.
Luck.
Crazy, though.
Luck kept it quiet towards the end of the race, but, I mean, kept the car on the track the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
Solid
he's ever since he got ahead of Riles, he stayed there, and he was able to get him off for the 5 seconds. And look at the guys without penalties. That's a good job for a lot of the guys. But, no, I mean, yeah, what a race. Let's invite GSR Pluto in here and get him post-race interview. Same with Luck and Scotty.
Try to get Riles in here as well, see if he's getting that appealed. He should.
Well, actually, yeah, I should get Riles instead of Scotty because he, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I was gonna say that.
I am going to eat dinner quick. You can handle this?
Cool. Yes, I can handle post-race interviews, that's right. By the way, I want to mention, 20th on the grid to 6th for Squid Jr. Just waiting for the podium finishers to join the lobby, or join the party. Apologize for the mistake there. Riles, Pluto, you guys are here. Make sure your audio button, right? There's an audio button to include it, right? Just to make sure.
Yeah, mine's included. Should be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Pluto, I'm guessing you want to go first. I would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, that was how it should have been on the grid as well somehow. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened to me?
I had seen you had a front wing broken on the qualifying, but I will say ever since you got 6th to 1st, you kept it. Ever since you got to the lead, you just kept it. You never looked back. And Riles was P2 behind you. I was thinking, ARL. Well, Riles was always the one ahead of Pluto, always for first and second. Now it's different, and I find that weird. But you know, good job to you in the win.
Cheers.
First race, first win. How do you feel about that?
It feels amazing if I'm honest with you. Especially starting 6th, and the first 2-3 laps were some of the best laps I've ever done. All he ever taken out to do. Callum let me by, which is nice of him. Really helped me out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And yeah, as soon as we went on to the wets though, me and Riles had the exact same sector time, so I don't know, 6-7 laps, and it was close. But yeah, did well.
Heading into Belgium, I'm not sure how you are there. I've not really raced you too well, but back in the event of the GSR Esports team event, when they gone against JSE, Riles was a part of it. Riles ran really well, but then later crashed out and DNF'd up Arouge. Now you were ahead of him most of the race. How do you feel about your chances into Spa next week? I believe it's next week. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. I'll check the schedule right now just to make sure it's next week. Because the schedule is a little bit different. It is next week. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not too optimistic for Belgium. It's not one of my best tracks. Austria is my best track. That's why I won by so far. But Belgium, I don't think I can pull it off. I'm probably a second off Hamilton's pace in time trial. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I'm looking for a podium finish though. I hope I can get that.
Yeah, and I think you would, but I don't know. Maybe you'll have to move up to tier 1 now, so we'll see who complains. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. If it was last week, I'm kidding. Luck, are you there? Congratulations on your win.
Yes, I am.
All right, Luck, make sure your audio is included. You had 1 point heading in today into GSR from tier 2. You
Yeah.
had 1 point. You
Yes.
turned that into 19 points altogether. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank
you.
you.
Held off Riles. Now he ran in the back of you into turn 4. Do you think he just misjudged his braking? How did that go? But good battle, by the way. I want to say that.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you think he misjudged his braking though? And turn 4 where he ran in the back of you. How do you think that went with you and him? Because obviously he ran in the back of you. That costed his chance to get second off of the appealing the penalty that he had, the 5 seconds for getting hit into the pit lane. Do you think that he misjudged his braking there?
Yeah, I think I was like driving like very slow because I braked too early and then I felt that he hit me. That.
I want to say this has been a great performance by you. Your pace really improved as soon as we saw in qualifying. Axe mentioned you improved your pace. You did a lot to change what you had in GSR before with your luck.
Yeah.
And you changed that obviously, and now you're on the podium. How do you feel about that to be on the podium in GSR now?
Yeah, it feels great, like having the first GSR podium. I'm very happy. I had my dad
Now-
watching too.
God, yeah. Now Belgium is next week though. How do you feel about your chances at Belgium?
I'm not so good around that track, so I don't know really how it's gonna go.
Obviously, for a lot of you guys, it looks like an unknown. For Belgium, we'll have to find out then, I guess.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your second place finish here today in GSR.
Thank you.
Riles, first podium
going,
since Abu Dhabi, first tier 2 podium. Your luck finally went your way. I know you want that penalty PU. You don't worry. If you just send in a clip from the stream,
Oh,
we have
I've
it on
got
stream.
clips.
If you, oh yeah, okay, good. So you'll have third place then if you have the clip. Yeah, that's all. Because we saw it on stream. You got rammed in the back. No, I mean you. From what it looked like, you were gonna have the lead at a few points, or gonna have second. You misjudged the braking from what it looked like. Ran in the back of Luck. This is your first podium in GSR, in tier 2, since Abu Dhabi. And you had a 5-second, you had to peel there too. So how do you feel about that? And your luck has probably turned around now that I look at it.
Yeah, after the first couple weeks of crashing out or, having bad luck, it feels good to have a strong finish. Personally, I did get in too deep on the brake, and Luck was going a little bit slower than I had originally thought he was going to, so I did clip the back of him and kind of shot my chances at catching him again. And then after that, I was running with a broken wing, broken end plate, and put 2 tires on the last turn, and unfortunately caught another penalty. So hopefully I can get that appealed as well. But I look forward to Belgium. I'd like to think that Belgium is one of my stronger tracks. So hopefully I can get it done there.
No, I mean, you were battling for top 5, top 3, pretty much the lead the whole race. From that VSC, I'm gonna ask you. There's been a lot of safety cars in this league late in the races, and it's changed the outcome of the races. It's changed how it goes. Were you kind of betting on a safety car at that point for your only chance at Pluto and Luck at that point after you spun?
I was certainly hoping for one.
Yeah, I did not want a safety car whatsoever.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I gotta ask you two both, Riles, Pluto. You guys in ARL, back in Germany, obviously, you had to lose the win, Pluto, because of an appealed penalty again for Riles that he had to get removed. You guys finished 1-2 together. Did it look weird to you guys that it was 1-2 just different ways in GSR, the partnered league of Alpha? Did it look weird by any chance?
I wouldn't say so.
Or just redemption?
I think we have
I
different
guess.
tracks. We're good at different tracks. This one's my best, and you never know. Next race could be Riles' best race, and he'll beat me by 50 seconds. You never know. So track.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not surprised that we were 1-2 and we were so close in the margin. There was a point in time where I was gaining by only a tenth, and I was like, really hoping that he would make a mistake, but he held strong.
No, I mean, it looked like at that point, Riles, you were going to stay even with him. It didn't really look like, from the commentator's point of view, you were going to gain on him. Even if you went to wets when you pitted, it really didn't look like you would have made a difference. I mean, those wets really made a difference in those last 6-7 laps. It looked like the wets were... I don't want to say a second faster lap, but I want to say a little less than 5/10. So I don't know if it would have been enough for Pluto, but it definitely would have maybe gained that gap within 5 seconds, maybe, or at least got close to it.
I think the wets were over a second quicker, because there was a Renault that was trying
In
to
the
lap
last few
himself.
laps,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
he
last few
kept
laps,
on
yeah,
getting
for
past
sure.
me.
Yeah, the first few laps, the last few laps. I apologize, not the first few. The last few looked a lot better, but the last 6 laps in general, it looked, at least the start, it looked like 4 or 5/10, so it didn't really look like much. But with Scotty and you, Riles, it looked a lot different though. It obviously looked like damage played a part of it with him gaining on you.
Yeah,
but,
he gained
Belgium.
incredibly.
I gotta ask you about that. Belgium, you qualified ahead of Utah Elephant in the esports event with JSC back in January. I know that's 3 months ago, but how do you look at your own pace from then? Well, that's beginning of February, but how do you look at your own pace from then and compare it to now? Because I've raced with you at Belgium before, public lobbies, you know, I know how it's gone. You've had incidents up at Rouge, Radion, same corner, has the same thing. You've had that happen up there, but heading into Spa, how do you feel about that though? Because is that more of a danger precaution? Is that more you have to, all right, I need to practice this corner by not spinning. I need to do something different. How do you look into Spa now, with that being the next race?
Well, I'd certainly like to practice some different wing sets. Normally I run a faster wing set, and that's probably why I spun it up Rouge. It's really easy to do, but I'd like to improve at least, you know, 2 or 3 tenths on my time from January. I know I was in the low 145s, high 144s, and I'd like to improve on that.
Yeah, I mean, with the way it looked, definitely in the event, we were near each other, and I don't know how it would have really gone, you know, if we both stayed in the race. We don't know what that could have looked like. I want to mention a fun fact, like I always mention every stream. 3 guys who got in the podium today, out of 3 guys, they all had their first podium of the season, and 2 of them had their first podium ever, and your first podium in Tier 2, Riles. So, obviously, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
For all 3 of you. All 3 of you deserved it. It looked, I will say, it looked like a tough race with the conditions. You couldn't really tell when the right time to go to wets was. I've got to ask all 3 of you. All 3 of you can go at different times. When do you think the right time for wets was?
I'll go first. But I think it was when I pitted, because I saw I pulled a gap on Riles and whoever else was behind me. In that one lap between the slicks and inter tires, so I think it's when I pitted.
Yeah, it was really hard to tell, honestly.
Yeah, I think I could only
like
afford to pit 1 lap later because of the gap, so I used you as a little test fuel.
I've gotta ask though. Luck, you can go. When do you think the wets was the best option there in the race? Go to there.
I have no idea.
No, either way, Belgium next week. You guys put on a great show. Good job on your first podiums. Riles, you're second, but first in Tier 2. So, obviously, this race was a bit tougher with the wet conditions, intermediates being needed, wets at the end. Tier 1 and Tier 3 is tomorrow, 2:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. UK. For Tier 3, 3:45 p.m. Eastern, 8:45 p.m. UK for Tier 1. And obviously, we don't know if it'll be a dry or wet race. We'll just have to find out because of the dynamic weather conditions. So, Axe joined me for commentary today, and we'll have to join us next week's race, which is Belgium. ARL preseason is this weekend, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK for Tier 2, and then Tier 1, same time on Sunday. So, great racing this weekend. Tune in for that. Obviously, if you love iRacing, you want to tune into their racing that they got. They got racing all over the world, racing all over the tracks that they have, so you need to watch that if you want to get bored or get less bored. So, that's really all I have today. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for the 2 races for GSR. That's myself signing off. So you guys, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good night.
Thanks, man. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.